Good morning! Welcome to my bathroom. Today is one of my favorite days of the week. It's my everything beauty day. So I thought that I would show you everything that I kind of do to be a low maintenance girly, I guess. They're just like little tips and hacks, things that I've learned how to do at home so I don't have to go to salons and pay for treatments but get the same results. I do this once a week and then I'm set up for the week ahead. Let's get into it. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. There is absolutely nothing on my skin right now. I did a double cleanse with the Medicaid Calm Wise Soothing Cleanser, and then I go in with this on the second cleanse. It's like a really ultra soft, I call it a face pad, but I don't really know what they're called, but they're from Daiso. I'm going to pop on a mask, but we're also going to tint my brows and my lashes at the same time. So this is probably my best hack because it will save you a lot of money. So I use this as the developing liquid, and this is the color. This whole kit, everything that I'm using right now to do this would be about $35, and I'm not lying when I tell you I've had this for over a year. Like, there is still so much product in here, it's crazy. Okay, so you're gonna want like a little dish. You're gonna probably put in like this much, and then about 10 to 15 drops. And then you're gonna get your little plastic stick thing and just swish it around. Basically what happens is like, it'll be all separated and then it all comes together once you start mixing it through. Okay, so this is like the consistency of it once it's mixed. It's like quite moussey actually. Okay, we're gonna start with my brows. I'm gonna do this in the mirror just so I can see. So what I always do and what I've learned to do is like, you tint first and then you pluck or wax or whatever you do to your brows. And also because like when you do hair removal, it can really aggravate the space, and you just don't want to be putting like dye on a red aggravated area. And then I just go in with a cotton bud and kind of just like clean it up to get the exact shape that I want. Gorgina. Yep. Okay, good. So that's one brow done. I'm gonna go to the other side. Focus. Okay, done. Next is my lashes. So I get a fresh spoolie and I just bend it so I can. Now you wanna make sure you have some eye pads, and I just wet it a little bit so I can put it under here and like brush up. Okay, I don't know if you can see my lashes, but they are fully coated. I really like to be like as least waste as possible, so I'm just gonna fold that back over itself to reuse that little wet pad for the other eye. It's honestly so good once you figure out how to do all of this stuff at home. In this climate of trying to like pay for groceries and get beauty services done, I'm sorry, and run a business, not it for me. Now, before you go and clean up your bowl, I always leave a little bit left in there, because when I put my mask on, if I accidentally touch anything and there's dye that moves around, we just want to be able to fix it up. Okay, we're gonna put the mask on now. This is the Grown Alchemist Deep Cleansing Facial Mask, Wheat Germ, Ginkgo, Cranberry. Ginkgo? I don't fucking know. We're not gonna be shy with this bad boy. Now, I'm not afraid to go up into my hairline because I'm also going to be oiling my hair today. Make sure you apply nice and thick. Okay, we're getting there. I just love being a woman. Like, I love it. I don't know. The fact that we like really know how to take care of ourselves. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think part of it is frustrating, like the way that we're marketed all this stuff and men aren't, and like we spend so much money, so much more money per year on beauty products and treatments than men. And you know what, probably unnecessarily. Like, there's so many things that we do that we don't need to do. But at the same time, there is this level of like learning how to just fucking look after yourself, and like, I don't know, just being a woman can just feel so pleasurable. I mean, there's some pretty fucked up dark shit that we deal with as well. But now I learned something about the difference between female collagen structure compared to the male collagen structure. And that's why so many guys who don't do any skincare have amazing skin. Just inherently, women have worse skin than guys. Okay. Because I have very, very faint brows, I don't keep the dye on for too long, otherwise it looks a bit silly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that off now, just by wetting another one of these pads, half moon style. And I just wipe it off like this. See? I just start like circle motioning all the way along, just to like get the dye off the skin. Okay, gorge. Unfortunately for me, in an aesthetic way, I don't grow much hair. Like, I would love to have thick, bushy brows. I don't, so I tint them. In terms of my other body hair, like right now, I've got, like, I haven't waxed for like 4 weeks, and I'm like, whatever, who fucking cares? When I feel like I wanna wax, I'll wax. You know what I mean? Okay, let's take off the other one. Now, there's something that a lot of people don't know about face masks, is that you're not actually meant to leave them on until they dry. In terms of like a clay mask, that starts to dry out your skin. So I'm not gonna leave this on for more than 10 minutes, but I am gonna leave my lashes on for a bit longer. Just to reiterate, it's the Reflectosil Oxidant 3% 10 vol liquid, developer liquid, okay? And then brow code, I'm not sure what shade this is, 302074. You want yourself a little bowl and one of these. I don't know what spoolies are, they're these things. And then you absolutely need some cotton buds. Okay, while we have a bit of time left with this mask on, I'm going to do my hair oiling. This is the Miel Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil, okay? I just like get a whole dropper worth. And then what I do is I basically, like, as I'm going down, I'm like slowly releasing the whole dropper. The other half. Now I'm going to start massaging it in. So my hair, I literally wash my hair like once per week. I wouldn't wash my hair any more than twice a week. And if you're wondering how I do that, I don't put any product in my hair except for like the second or third last day before I'm washing it, when I'm like slicking it back into a bun, when it's like super greasy. I'll like put a little bit of hairspray in to like do flyaways. But the trick is to be brushing your hair for like 3 to 5 minutes every night. Getting breakage at the ends is to brush from the bottom, work your way to the top. If you're brushing from the top, all of the knots down here, you're just trying to drag this brush through all the knots. You want to be getting knots out, knots out, knots out, knots out, knots out, and then one smooth stroke. Okay, now that I've gone and massaged my hair, I'm going to now drop some oil into my hands, and I'm gonna rub it together, and I'm gonna focus on my ends now. And just coat that. Okay. And I've got this, it's a scalp massager. It's like quite intense, kind of hurts sometimes, but that's when I know like, oh, I've got some tension. It's really good for your neck at the end of the day. This is really good for circulation. Okay, I can feel my mask is starting to dry, so I need to get it off. So warm water. We're just going to now I need to take my lash dye off. Okay, one pad, wet it again, going from the top underneath so you're not rubbing it into your eye, and then I just do that. You really want to make sure the pad is wet. That is done. Now we can go back and keep removing this mask. You really want to make sure you get all of the mask off. Okay, back to the hair. You need to do this for a couple of minutes. I know a lot of people are like, how much time do you have? But like, think about the fact that I would get in my car, drive to a salon, sit there for 30, 40 minutes getting the dye, then drive home, and it's like, I've already done a mask, I've done the tint, I've done my cleanse, I'm almost finished doing my hair, and then I'll do my skincare and my Gua Sha and I'm done. And I've spent $0. $35, like literally a year and a half ago, was all I spent on my brow and lash dye. And then all the other products, like that hair oil I've had for like 4 months now. Oh, so now you want to like just brush through all the oil so it's coating all of your hair. I'm gonna pop my hair into a claw clip. Okay, now we're gonna do skincare. All right, medicate. 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. All over my face, down the neck, very important. Okay, next we're gonna do the Medicate Daily Radiance Vitamin C. That's literally all my skincare. Then I put on my Haro. Now, my Gua Sha routine. You want to put a little bit of oil, or you can use something like a hydrating mist, like a Fix Plus, because you need the Gua Sha to glide really easily. So like literally just like a couple. Because I just want to feel extra slippery and slidey. So I'm going to do my technique. I'm not saying yours is right or wrong. I'm not saying you should do it like me, but this is my routine. I'm using the Sabi stainless steel Gua Sha. Stainless steel is hypoallergenic, so there is no bacteria sitting on here. Always clean at the end with some rubbing alcohol to make sure it is sterilized. Okay, this is my technique. So 10 times. Okay, so this is a really cool technique that I learnt. So basically this like really helps loosen tension from your gel and your jaw. And I am a chronic clencher, especially in my sleep, but throughout the day I get anxious clenching or just like stressed clenching, and this feels so fucking good. Yeah, you want to do this for at least a minute. Now I'm going to get the flat edge and go into the side of my face. See how the Gua Sha is like sitting really flat? I'm not doing this. You should be like almost gliding most of your Gua Sha tool on your face. This also just feels so good. I get this like this bit, again, flat. As flat as possible. 3, 4, 10. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm putting most of the pressure on here, but the bottom of my eye kind of still gets it. This is for your eyebrow. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but like that side of my face has like snatched. Anyway, I'll do the other side. 1 minute of, I can't explain like how good this feels. I'm not going hard either. 2, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 5, 9, 10. 1, 7, 8, 10. Okay. So, oh, hey babe. Hey, good, how are you? Okay, so that is me done. I'm gonna quickly sterilize my my gua sha. Just a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just make sure that that is nice and clean. I also just like clean my phone because your phone gets so fucking disgusting. Cool, so yeah, that is my once a week beauty routine so I can be a low maintenance girly. I hope that helps. I hope those tips and tricks maybe help you, inspire you, I don't know, save money instead of going to the salon all the time. But yeah, mwah. Make sure you subscribe. I popped all the product details and links in the caption. Bye.